Today we're exploring what is happening on Sibos 2025. We are gathering the opinions and the trends. So the really first question to you, what brings you to the conference?
So if you look at where we are going nowadays, there are a lot of benefits that come from other players more than what you can get from banks or from Swift as part of Sibos. So it's also trying to get more insights to understand what is actually coming off the fintechs that are part of the Sibos conference. So it's largely to see where we are going in terms of technology. Many changes are coming.
Yeah.
AI is bringing a new way of looking at banking. So I really want to be at least schooled in terms of what should we prepare for as we get into the future.
Absolutely. It's a mixed bag of curiosity, updates, the trends, whatever we see on the Sibos. And actually, one of the really hot topic, I think, the trust while building the financial instruments. And we discussed this before, like, how do you think, what are the key components to build the trust in your region to outreach the customers and make successful products?
I would say regulation.
Yeah.
Trust comes on people learning to know that they will get results from something. So regulation normally brings that kind of an assurance. And at the back of regulation, I think we also need standards.
Yeah.
Standards also create a framework or an understanding, which will then create a way of doing things, which by extension then results in trust. So for me, actually, trust is one of the biggest things in life, not only in banking.
Yeah.
Even at country level, you need trust for citizens to behave in a particular way. In a banking setup, we need trust to be able to have correspondent banking relationships. As tech companies and banks, we also need trust to know that we keep the data assets. I know there is the signing of NDAs, which happens in any situation where we want to foster a relationship. But trust is basically what then makes the world go around.
It's way more beyond just the documents.
Indeed.
So it's the process and the way how the culturally companies are working together. So that's definitely true. And I always curious about different regions. And I know that Africa is a special case because in some cases and business cases, a lot of financial services has built on top of the telecom functionality. People are using the phone numbers as account numbers. Do you think it gives any advantages or by building the financial products and digital products in the region?
I would say in Africa, we are more trustful and maybe also trustworthy. Because if you look at the penetration rates for the mobile banking or mobile innovation solutions in general, it's actually more in Africa than in any other civilization. I've been to Canada, I've been to the United States, I've been to Asia, and now we're in Europe. The mobile penetration rates are not closer to what we see in Africa.
Yeah.
Permit me to just pick two use cases we have in Africa. Kenya boasts of M-Pesa.
M-Pesa, one is a well-known case.
Indeed. The scaffolding upon which M-Pesa was built on is mobile telco. Back home in Zimbabwe, we also have our own version, EcoCash. It's actually built by an MNO. And it's actually integrated and interoperable by any other banking system. So it's basically, to me, it started as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
In the sense that Africa was able to take that as a point of success. But I think now it's a medal of honor. Because I think we've managed to master how to partner telcos, building solutions. And I see, in a way, also the same trend now permeating in the first world. So, to me, Africa, I think, was more like a trailblazer in that area.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And what do you think the challenge is going to be in the fintech industry next year?
Regulation. So, for me, what I've seen over the years, regulation always follows innovation.
Yeah.
And normally when regulations are introduced, they are coming to solve for a problem that is already caused some pain or has already resulted in some loss. So for me, if there could be a twinning arrangement where a regulation is maybe at least moving at the same pace as innovation, I suppose that would be a sure way to really succeed and do things responsibly. I'm saying responsibly. I'm choosing that word deliberately because there are other players who are in the dark world looking at an opportunity to pounce and make money out of people who are not really suspecting. So if we are to be responsibly innovating, I think we also need to look into what regulation can actually bring as guardrails in the implementation for a number of solutions that are coming. Another interesting trend we see is also the coming in of AI.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, AI is something that everyone speaks about. AI is something that everyone boasts to know something about. But I think we need to arrive at a point where we have a framework around regulation for AI, which should then allow for responsible innovation. And it's going to really change, I think, banking as we know it. We see what agentic AI has done. We are also, I think, anticipating a number of changes. I think it's already here now from the generative AI. We see a lot of jobs being repurposed on account of the coming in of Gen AI. So I think AI coupled with telcos are actually going to rewrite banking as we know it.
Yeah, that will influence definitely how we interact with the products and how the process of delivering them to the final customers.
Indeed.